Okay, this video is probably going to offend a lot of people, but the subject is people never practice what they preach, and they never preach what they say that they practice in life. And quick example is, do you ever go somewhere or go around a group of people? I did this myself at one time. You go around a group of people, or you're going to some kind of event or get together, and you have to put on your brave face. You have to smile for somebody. You have to be some kind of way for someone in order to look like something. You have to put on the mask. You have to put on the facade, the front. And what I'm saying here is our society is littered, is so packed full of hypocrisy and people being something that they're really not. It's like, it's just crazy when you really think about it. There's this guy that I came across. It's called Quackaholics Anonymous. Quackaholics Anonymous. He's talking about, the contradictions and the hypocrisies of AA and NA and programs and all the rehabs and all that, because I've been through that before. I went through a process of that, and I knew the programs were bullshit when I was in them. I just went in there to get cleaned up and to get my mind right. But I'll tell you what, them things are dangerous for gullible, irritable, lonely, you know, non confident people. I always knew that my confidence was lagging for a while in my life, but I knew that these programs were nothing but indoctrinating, hypocritical, just complete nonsense. And this is why I do videos like this, is because I'm trying to get to somebody that is living this way, and you're lying to yourself every day. Every day you wake up, you're lying to yourself. Right when you wake up, you're saying, oh, I gotta do this for somebody. I have to do that for this thing. I have to go to work today, so I have to put on makeup. I have to go see my boss today, so I gotta look my best. Just these worldly, hypocritical things that we do. Do we realize how deep this really goes? Do we really have an understanding of how deep the hypocritical nonsense pot goes? Like, I think some people, if you have a pot and it's full of hypocritical stuff, I think some people have only seen or realized or even tried to approach or see the top little layer of that pot. They haven't dug into it and seen it for what it really is. Because I'm not saying I'm nothing special, but my whole philosophy is about truth. And anything else is bullshit. If it's not truth, it's bullshit. If it's not real, it's bullshit. And there's so many things that people are doing and saying that they don't live by. They don't, they're preaching all this stuff and they're saying all these great things. And they're telling you that they're going to do something that they think in their mind that they're going to do and they're really never going to do. Like, it's like, you ever have someone say, "Oh yeah, man, I'm going to call you. I'm going to call you tomorrow. You're coming to that party, right?" Uh, what's another one? I'll hit you up. I'll hit you up then or whatever. That used to be one of the famous ones for me. Yeah, I'll call you then. I was a hypocrite too at some points in my life. Not all the time, but I seen how full of shit I was. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I seen how full of shit I was. And I seen it one day. I said, "You know what? I am fooling myself. I'm completely fooling myself." And see, this is what average, regular people will not do. They will not admit to themselves that they are the problem. And this whole admitting thing that you hear in these programs, that's what they mean by admitting you're powerless, or what it should mean, even though all them philosophies go right down the drain. They're all crap. They're just words. They're phrases. They're things that people say. What they should do in these programs is say, you should admit that you're full of shit. And you should admit that, you can't live up to your expectations and stuff in your life. If you're bullcrapping yourself, you can't live up to that. And you need to tell yourself these things before you can get better. You can't get better bullshitting your way to get better. This is what a lot of people don't understand. They're trying. This is what I mean when I say trying in my videos, is that people are desperately trying to be something, and it's just a facade. It's a facade that they're putting on. It's a show. It's a front. Deep down inside, they really don't want to do that. And they won't admit to themselves, just like I didn't admit to myself with a lot of things, that, look, I don't have this together. I don't have nothing right. Everything's wrong right now. And then I have to see what's wrong and evaluate what's going on so that I can make things right. You don't get to the great things without going through the bad first. You can't just get to the great things. Everybody just wants to get to the great things right away. And that is what I mean by the hypocrisy and the masks that people wear and the facades that people put on. Because when you go to these things, it's the peer pressure of trying to fit in to a group or other people, where you're in these groups and someone will say something, and it doesn't even have to be a group that I'm talking about. It's everyday life that I'm talking about, where someone will nod their head or they'll say, "Yeah, yep," because they want to fit in. They want to seem to fit in. You know what I'm saying? And it just makes no sense to me. They're not being them. They're not being real and genuine with themselves, even when they know that they don't agree with something. They'll still nod their head and agree with what someone's saying because of the peer pressure. So we're fooling ourselves a lot here nowadays. And I think we need to see that we are, before we can get to the better. And with that, I'm ending this video because my camera froze. It might have not even recorded what I'm saying now. My voice might still be playing. But I'm going to end on that note. 10 minutes later, good timing.